Welcome back to Sailing Liaho, the travel vlog where sailing means waiting for weather and keeping yourself busy until it arrives. In this episode, we're staging in Huatulco National Park, waiting to cross the Gulf of Tehuantepec. We finally found those warm, crystal clear Mexican waters we've been dreaming of. It's gorgeous, it's pristine, and naturally, we celebrated by dropping anchor in the completely wrong spot and having to do the whole thing over again. Also on the itinerary, the boat has been colonized by hornets, we meet the locals while having a beach party, more blood is excised from the captain's dwindling supply, and laying hooks of fish underway. So grab a drink, find a seat, and enjoy the show before the ocean realizes we've escaped again. We enjoyed our days at Bahia Rescalillo and Bahia Chachacual, getting in a beach barbecue and sharing some food with the local hermit crabs, before we departed the absolute madness of the Mexican tour boat industry.
Feeding on what the tourists left behind.
Just had a wasp that we've been seeing fly around and weren't sure. This is like day number 2. Oh, there is that him right there? Flying right by you?
What can I wear?
Oh, he's over there by the vent. Down, look down.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
I'm fucking out.
Oh, he's pissed. Woo! He's out. Yeah, so flying around, those things. Tony over here got stung a couple nights ago and just swelled up his whole hand. But look what we found right there. You guys can see that. His little wasp nest. And I don't know if there's anything else in there. I don't think there is. Hard to see, but anyways, yeah, so that little dude was making a home in our home. All right, so we motored into Bahia Organo and dropped the hook just feet from a pristine white sand beach, hoping we had left all that behind us. The water was crystal clear turquoise and we could actually see the sandy bottom. Not a single soul was in sight. We thought we had finally found our isolated paradise.
Oh, no.
Then the tour boat armada arrived to remind us once more of our true maritime rank. We went from ocean explorers to an inconvenient anchoring hazard in 4 minutes flat. Look at this water. We can see all the way down. That's like 20 feet. It is amazing. This is the first clear water we have had since we left Cabo San Lucas like 3 months ago. Yeah, dang. And just like we came from another anchorage that was about 15 minutes up the coast, and the water was green and dark and you couldn't see to the bottom in the same depth. But here, absolutely beautiful and clear. So I'm gonna probably go scuba diving, and I'm gonna go swim on the anchor. Make sure the anchor's set good, because we haven't been able to do that in a long time. It's set, but it's always fun to go look at it and see if it's around any rocks or anything that's gonna chafe during the night and keep us up. So absolutely beautiful anchorage. We're here all by ourselves. We got our own beach. And we're gonna be here for 3 days. So, chilling.
Trumpet fish below that school of fish. I mean, he's like this big around.
Oh my gosh.
Do they bite? And I had to push off a jellyfish.
Yeah, I saw the jellies.
I didn't get stung yet though. Okay, you have to see under the shadow of our boat. It's insane. Look at this school of fish. The shadow of our boat. That is, well, it is the shadow of our boat, and they're just staying within it. So I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's pretty cool. And then the big fish will come around. This is pretty amazing, and we can see our anchor. Like, well, the sun just went under the cloud cover, but it's pretty nice anchorage so far. Was our anchor
all right,
under
so
that other boat?
no, so it's been an interesting morning. I think it's just about 12. Is it 12 o'clock now?
Yeah.
And we're already drinking. Stress level high. It's not anymore. I got my drink going right there. So we came into Playa Organo, which is just a couple. So we were anchored. We came in and anchored here up against the buoy line. We thought, oh, it's going to be a perfect spot. Totally forgot that most of these beaches north of San Carlos in the national park are just inundated with party boats and tour boats. So we kind of took their spot. This guy came in and he's like, well, I'm going where I'm going, and anchored right next to us. And then we had our stern anchor out, so we weren't moving. We were dead into the swell and the wind, but he kept moving into us. So they had to post somebody on the back to keep from hitting us. And Lane was like, well, Lane, what?
They're going to pick people up.
Yeah, Lane thought, we're in their spot. This is their economy and their beach. So we politely moved over here. And right as we pulled anchor, guess who decided to come in? Eva! And they took our spot. Oh, it's the second time. Anyways, they're good. They're good. Their timing is like perfect. So we re-anchored. We still have good clarity of the water, nice and deep. And we got our stern anchor out, and we decided to have a drink because that was the second time early in the morning as the wind is coming up after we've been set that we have to reset our anchor, and the wind comes up and it just makes it a little bit more challenging. So that was all the activity for this morning. So we have today, tomorrow, and Wednesday to go into town and run some errands, get some food and vegetables, take our trash in, and get ready for our passage to Marina, Chiapas, through the Gulf of Tehuantepec, also called the Tehuantepeckers when the wind blows. So that's it for now. Piper's had a good morning, multiple swims, boat rides. Everybody's happy. Is everybody happy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna go snorkeling again.
So, just so you all know, that sailing is not without its little injuries. Every day there's a little bit of blood somewhere, right?
Who has blood?
I do.
Where?
Right there.
What? Ew, what'd you do?
The anchor locker door did not get secured properly, and the wind caught it, and it came down on my leg as I was raising the chain. So, yeah. I'd say probably every other day, blood is extracted from my body from this
Oh,
boat.
me, it's burns.
Yeah,
This is
Lane's
my
been
oil burn. This is my oven burn. This is my oven burn. And this is my boiling hot water burn. I've never had so many burns in my life.
And that was all in 2 days.
It hurt so bad. The boiling water one hurt the most because it was like the whole area was just on fire, but only that part. Look at the scar on that.
I can't see it.
Shut up. And then this is my boiling oil.
That one looks like it hurts.
This one doesn't hurt like this one hurt.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you why. Because this morning I went to make the bed and there were 2 maggots in the bed. Why were there maggots in the bed? Why do you ask why we have maggots in our bed? Because we've had our trash for, what would you say, like a week and a half?
Week and a half, yeah.
So we put it in a bigger bag on the bow of our boat. Well, maggots were in it.
There was a hole in it.
And they were crawling down and falling down the hatch onto our bed. I only found 2, so I think I caught it soon. Our shower, which is enclosed, so it's fine, had like 10 in there.
Gross.
So disgusting. So
we are not these people.
I mean, I think it's not the only bug problem that we're gonna have in the tropics. Like, I think we're learning the hard way.
We accidentally didn't tie the bag up. We just threw it up there open because we were gonna put more stuff in it.
And the trash bags here in Mexico are really
very
thin.
And they
Like,
break super easy.
You touch them and they just bust open.
Yeah. Even the heavy duty black bags.
We've had a hard time finding anything heavy duty when it comes to trash bags. So, yeah, the maggots got out and into our bed. I really, really hope I didn't eat any.
We stabilized the anchor situation and decided to make the best of the morning with a beach walk and a dip in the drink to cool off. Pops is ready to go snorkeling. Beach time.
What is this on our... Oh, the tank.
Yeah, probably.
Look at my flipper!
Good morning. Project day here. Lane and the girls from Salt Shaker and Iwa have gone into town shopping. I dropped them off in the dinghy and they're going to be gone for a few hours picking up some provisions for our trip across the Tehuantepec, the Gulf of Tehuantepec, which will be coming in a video. And you might ask, like, hey, what's going on here? So I thought I'd show you real quick. We have an Aussie fridge system, which I installed just prior to us leaving the United States, and it's a good refrigeration system. We're in the tropics now where it's really hot and humid, so it's keeping up really well. here is the installation. One compressor, the freezer compressor runs 2 cold plates, and the refrigerator runs one larger cold plate. And then behind this grill right here, I have 2 fans to get all the hot air out of here. Plus there's 2 fans on each compressor, and there are water pumps that circulate fresh water through there from the fresh water tanks. It's quite an impressive system. And that's all run from a lithium-ion battery bank. But one of the downfalls of marine refrigeration, older marine refrigeration, is that these plates become efficient once they get frost buildup on them, and you can see all the snow. You can see all the snow there that I've scraped off already. So there was about 3/8 of an inch on there, and I'm just defrosting this and getting it ready because Lane's gonna bring back a bunch of groceries, and all those groceries are gonna be really warm, so we need that plate to be as efficient as possible. So prior to her getting back, I will have this all cleaned out and cooled down to the coldest point that it can get, so that way when she opens it up and puts all the warm stuff in there, it'll have the fastest cool down that it can possibly have. So that gives us an opportunity to take all this stuff out, clean it all up, clean up the refrigerator. And I'm gonna do this probably, I'd say it was once every several months when we were in Crescent City up in Northern California in cooler temperatures. But now that we're here and humid, and every time we open that up, humidity goes in there and just collects on that plate, I'll probably have to scrape that plate once every 2 weeks, maybe 1.5 weeks, depending on how busy we are and how active we are. When we leave the boat, it does better. So that's marine refrigeration. And then over here, which I'll add it to the video, is the freezer, and I'm going to clean that out next, and I'll show that to you guys real quick too. But yeah, so 1 plate, and this is a little LED light that we have in here, and this plate is filled with, basically they call it a eutectic solution. It's just antifreeze from AutoZone, and it's a certain percentage. I think the refrigerator is like a 75% to 25% water, and then the freezer is more like 85% or something like that. My numbers could be wrong, but that's what it is. And so it just runs the Freon through the tubes in there, and basically freezes that antifreeze solution, or gets it really cold. Well, folks, it's officially here. The wet season is arriving. This is our first thunderstorm where we're close to it, and we're getting kind of rain around us a little bit. And we are currently in Playa Organo, just a few coves north. Hear that? Oh yeah, that was lightning and thunder. A few coves north of Santa Cruz, and we are headed south tomorrow with Iba and Salt Shaker right there for Marina, Chiapas. It's about a 2-day sail. So we're working on getting all of this stuff here cleaned up. And we went scuba diving today, so I got scuba diving stuff to dry out and clean up, and stuff from cleaning the boat the other day to get all the salt off. I got to put the generator away. We went to the beach earlier and the boat got tossed really good, so I just finished cleaning all the sand out of that and drying everything out. So I got to bring that up and put that up on the lift here, and then I got to wash all this stuff off because it got salt water on it. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Lane's downstairs making dinner, and there's some more thunder and lightning. We had one crack really close to us, just like on the other side of this hill here, and it was loud. Oh my gosh. So hopefully I can get all this stuff away before any rain really hits us and gets it all wet. Anyways, all right. Let's look at the radar and see if the radar will tell us what we got going on. We'll go here. This is the weather radar side. This is just the boat radar side. I have one radar dome, but I can split. It's 2 channels. I can split the channels, which is pretty cool. So I have one that's kind of zoomed in for boats and stuff, and then the other one is out for weather. Transmit. Let's see what this looks like here. We'll zoom this out a little bit. So there you are. That's us. And it looks like the main cell is, oop, here we go. I just saw a flash. That's gonna be loud. Or not. Oh, no. Yeah, that's getting closer. So that's that cell right there is that one. And then that cell right there is that one over there. So it's pretty cool that we get to see that. I think if I leave this on long enough, I can see it'll have a track. It'll show a track on there which way it's tracking. Like, see these little track marks right here. I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can see those tracks. So it looks like it's tracking away from us, but it sounds like it's getting closer to us.
Cody, get stuff put away.
Okay, baby. All right, gotta go to work, guys. It's coming down. Look at that.
Is our bill coming?
Yeah, of course. It's always on. Look at that. It's right over us right now. Yeah. Oof. We are getting rained on. Look at that. We're gonna have to bail. First rain squall in 6 months since we left California.
We've had 2 light rains.
Oh, that's right. My mistake. But this is the first one in probably 3 months. 3.5 months. We had a big one in La Paz. Is that seat wet? Oh, I put up Lane's rain guard that she made. It works. Amazing.
I know there's no rain. There's no water coming in right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Except right there. Anyways, getting some wind, getting some rain, washing the boat off. Rob's over there just in the naked, just doing his thing.
Oh, that
It
smells
smells
so
so good.
You guys
Oh.
don't understand what it's like to not ever see rain. Like,
We're gonna see a lot of rain over the next 6 months.
We're gonna hit the rainy season, so it's gonna be like this every afternoon.
Yep.
So I gotta get that enclosure done.
Darn it.
A lot of money to spend, babe.
Okay. Here's the DL on sailing in the tropics, especially during the wet season, rainy season. Everything's gonna get wet. So after the squall passes, you gotta dry everything out, and you gotta hang everything out, and hopefully you have a few hours and the humidity isn't too high that things can kind of get a little dried out. And anything that's going to be packed away has to be fully dry. So, for instance, these covers for the Dodger and the Bimini have to be fully dry because they're going to go sit for 2 days in a locker. Our spinnaker in there, I pulled it in, is mostly dry, so I can pull that out tomorrow. All of this stuff hopefully we'll have overnight and tomorrow to dry, the stuff that's hanging on the lifelines. And then some of this stuff in here I'm still working on getting the cushions wiped down and put back in place. The scuba gear over there has to be hung up again and dried out. It's mostly dry, but and then once that's all done, then we wash out the cockpit to get all the dog hair out. And that is my afternoon. Lane started cooking dinner early today, thought it was about 6 o'clock, but it was actually only 3:30. So I've been out here for the last 2 hours working on cleaning all this up, drying out. So it's not all tiki bars and sandy beaches. Sometimes it is, but a lot of the time it's working to make sure the boat is functioning and that everything is getting hit. And by I mean that, you're looking in compartments, you're opening things up, you're making sure that all the systems are operating, nothing's leaking, the bilge is dry, the refrigerators are working, the electrical system is charging like it's supposed to, and it's this constant loop. Because unlike being on land, where you can just let things go and it's not a big deal for the most part, and if something breaks, you can deal with it. Here, if something breaks, it could literally mean the difference between the boat surviving and our survival and not surviving. So there's just a little bit of stress in the back of your brain. It's always there. A little bit of anxiety. It's always there. Always wondering, like, is everything working the way it's supposed to? Is the boat floating the way it's supposed to? So anyways, that's a little bit into our daily life. I got the dinghy up, and right now I got it all cleaned out. The rain came through and filled up to about the top of that plate, that little U.S. Coast Guard plate in here. So it took me about 8 minutes to get the rest of that water out. And everything kind of had to come out. Everything has to dry out overnight and tomorrow while we're motoring. And then this guy right here I'm working on. That little hookup right there is the salt-away to flush the engine with a desalt desalting mixture. So it runs through the cooling stuff. It's cooling, what do you call it? Cooling, I can't think of it, but passages of the engine, and keeps corrosion down and whatnot. And then I also pull the engine and spray the engine off with it. So hopefully I can get a good 5+ years out of that engine if we take care of it. So, all right, dinner's gonna be on in a little bit.
All right, we are leaving Bay Organo. You can see it in the background. And we're headed to Marina, Chiapas to cross the Tehuantepecs. So a little bit of a swell, but it's just slightly rolly. Looks like we'll have some good wind some of the time, and hopefully don't have to dodge too many squalls. So we'll see how it goes. A couple days. Bye.
All right, we are leaving Playa Organo right back there. It is, what time is it? 10:07. So we left on time. The girls provisioned yesterday or the day before. Was it the day before? 2 days ago. And we got everything ready with the boat. We looked at our weather multiple times throughout the last couple of days as we're getting closer. Looks like the Cape is high. We're not fully 100% sure that we're actually going to see thunderstorms out there, but with such a high Cape and the fact that we did see a thunderstorm yesterday, looking pretty good to have some squalls. The weather sail plan from here down to Puerto Chiapas, Marina, Chiapas, says that we're going to have 10 to 15 knots throughout the next 2 days, all the way evening, daytime. Seas are going to be 3 to 5 at about 13 to 14 seconds. So it should be some pretty solid sailing. We were going to motor, but I think since we just had what do we call that? A close emergency? We've been having an issue with our engine, with our fuel system, occasionally cutting out on us, and there's something clogging it up. The fuel filters are clean, but it ends up getting the vacuum and it pulls some fuel out of the top of the Raycor water separator, and then the engine dies. We go put a little bit more fuel back in there. It runs for 5 to 10 hours just fine, and then so there must be something, guessing something in the fuel tank or something in the line caught on a small, probably a valve or something that's just kind of like maybe fluttering a little bit and causing a restriction. So when we get to Chiapas, we're going to drain the tank, pull the entire fuel system, and clean it out. So that's that. But yeah, we were coming out, we were motoring, we were running the engine to top the batteries off and make some water, and we were coming out, and we were just rounding this point outside of the cove, and the engine died. So Lane quickly came, she was up here on the helm, she put the sails out within about a minute and a half, which was solid work. High five. We didn't die. Boat's still floating and sailing.
Thank God there was wind.
Yeah. And
That
it was
would
in our,
not-
and it's
we
in our
would've-
favor.
We would have been into those rocks quick.
Yeah, yeah. And then I ran down and put some fuel in the engine filter. So that's that. So we'll check back in with you guys. We've got Iba over here sailing with us, and then over here in Santa Cruz we have Salt Shaker coming out hopefully soon. Yeah. Okay. So engine was stalling multiple times this morning. We almost had that mistake or not that emergency where we were really close to the rocks. Lane was able to get the sails up, trying to troubleshoot the issues with the fuel system. Was able to bypass the fuel tank right here. So what we did was I brought down a jerry can, and I have a little primer pump. I was able to prime add a fuel line, bypass the fuel tank, and so now the fuel to the engine is coming right from that jerry can. So we will have to siphon fuel out of the fuel tank and into those jerry cans because we don't have that loop, because the return fuel is still going to the main fuel tank. But on a positive note, we were able to get the engine running, and now watching the vacuum gauge, it's not even registering because there's just no vacuum, which is good. So that kind of helps me figure out that the issue is somewhere before the water fuel separator filter and the fuel tank, whether it's a ball valve or just some bad hose that's collapsing or who knows what. But we are running.
So I think that's going to work for us.
Okay, so you guys are running it straight out of your jerry jug?
We are.
How many jerry jugs you got?
We have 5 jerry jugs, and we have a way to pump out of our main tank.
Okay, all right. Well, sweet. We'll keep going. We'll keep checking in with you guys.
That's Rob.
You know, we're not gonna just ditch you. We're not gonna leave you out here or anything. So we'll keep you know.
Oh, thanks, Rob. We love you too.
We appreciate it.
Oh, the dolphins came at the same time.
The dolphins. They're here. Look at all of them. They're everywhere. They're all around us. Hundreds of them. Look at these guys. Woo! They're beautiful. They're everywhere. Oh! Woohoo! Look at them go! Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, this never gets old. Super fast.
Hi guys! So amazing.
Yeah, they're there. They've been there with us all morning. We're doing 7 knots on a broad reach, and we got full sails out. We are going across the Gulf of Tehuantepec, and it's about 48-hour sail. Look at this guy. See him? Ooh, he's trying to land on my boat. You gotta ask permission to board. He's like, coming. Better not go up on my mast. They pooped. A bunch of birds landed on our wind vane. The thing that tells us how much wind we have and from what direction. And they pooped all over it, and the poop solidified, and so our wind vane was stuck for a couple of days. It's broken free now. Ah, there's a bird up there. Oh man, how do I get him down? How do I get a bird? How do I get a bird off my mast while we're sailing? No, he's up there. Oh, look at that guy. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's up there pooping over everything. All right, I gotta go to work. I see you. There's no free rides on this boat. All right, good morning. It's about 12:30. I just came on watch. I got about 20 minutes of sleep. I usually do the early shift from 9 to 12, but tried to change it up today and it just didn't work. So I had a nap and a lot of soda, so caffeine just kept me up. Anyways, I'm up now. We're making 5 to 6 knots in about 12 knots of apparent wind. we've got both sails out still, full main and full jib, and we've been checking in there before hours with our buddy boat, Salt Shaker and Eva. Eva's ahead of us by probably about a half mile to a mile. So they've just been sailing right along with them, just maintaining the speeds, which is really nice. We're not having to slow down or speed up. We do have kind of a storm that we're watching. I'll show you on radar what that looks like. Let's see if you can see it here. The radar is on low power mode right now, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there is the main shower cell and thunder cell, and when the radar comes on and does its sweep, it does like 20 scans and then shuts off for a few minutes. But in here there's a very faint line here, which is kind of like the storm line and then the track, and so it kind of shows it going past us there, but we're slowly moving into it. Unfortunately, looks like it's coming this way and moving south of us, but looks like we might get here. So I'm watching the winds. Over here. You can see they're about 12 true and 11 apparent. And so if those winds kick up another couple of knots real quick, then I'll wake Lane up and we'll have to reef in a little bit as we get closer to that storm and we start to get those outflow winds and the squall, so don't want to get caught with my pants down. So I'm keeping a really close eye on that. That's it for now. We'll check in the morning. Hopefully everything has gone really well. All right, good morning. We survived the evening. It was fraught with little sleep. Let's see if I can do this correctly. It was just a little bit of sleep for me, and we had storms all throughout the night around us. So we were dealing with some lightning and just making sure that we weren't heading into those storms and that they were moving around us or moving away from us. So we got lucky with that and had consistent winds throughout the night, about 10 knots, and have been able to sail the entire time. You can hear the engine in the background right now. I have it running because I wanted to make some power. We're down to about 60%, and we need to make some water. The Gulf of Tehuantepec is known for high energy wind systems. Weather models from NOAA and Predict Wind, as you can see here, forecasted sustained winds north of the 14th parallel over a 24-hour period. However, we encountered very light winds through the second evening of our passage. While less than ideal for sailing, this outcome actually aligned perfectly with our objective to cross the region with minimal winds. So we'll take that as a win. There's no wind. It's like 6 knots. It's beautiful out here, but we have an impending squall about to hit us. You guys can see that there. That's about, I don't know, probably 9 miles at this point. It's right up there. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. And then we need to hurry up and get the fuel out of this fuel tank, so I popped the inspection tank cover and And the drill overheats and shuts off, so I have to let it cool for a little bit. But it's working.
Do you want me to go with the other drill?
No, there's no way to connect it here. So, we good, we good.
Are you a goopy?
Here they come. Oh, was that a little baby one? That was amazing. It was so small. Oh, look at all of them. Look at these guys. These guys. They're just like, they're going that way. Are we gonna miss some? Is there a couple up there? Oh, darn it. Oh, there he goes. Woohoo! Get some.
Stay.
They're all just jumping out there, having a blast. So bad. Yes, I love this. Look at this, you can see them up here at the bow. We're not going very fast, we're only doing like 3 knots.
These birds are so pissed. Over...
Oh, they're so beautiful. Rain caught a sailfish. Oh my gosh. And oh, that thing is splashing. Woo, mama. You want me to reel it in or are you gonna reel it in? Oh, that thing is going. Oh, you're gonna break that line probably, huh? Holy shit.
I mean, we cannot. I hope he gets off.
Yeah, I hear ya. Dang.
Dude, get your phone and zoom in on that. I don't know if it's coming.
Pretty slack. It must have got off. Yeah, it got off.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Holy
Oh,
shit.
could you imagine that? Oh, did we lose a lure? We did. That sucks. You have got to be kidding me. That is
Like, baby.
so
baby.
cute.
Oh my God.
So cute. Oh, come over here. I want to see it again. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Oh.
He's so cute.
Look at that. Oh. Pipes. Hi, babies. Oh, look at how cute it is. The water's so clear. What do we call him?
Willie.
Little Willie. Oh my gosh.
It's like a little miniature.
Oh, he just pooped.
Never seen
Look how bright it looks. Wonder if it'll even pick it up. Oh, yep, it just
that.
did.
That was
Yeah. It's so dark to our eyes, but the phone picks up. Oh, that was a good one.
You're like, use that in the cloud.
Yeah. this good one.
We are coming into Chiapas at like 2:30 in the morning, which is not ideal. So I don't know if you can see the blinking lights. This is where your education for buoy light colors come in handy, except they added an extra yellow one for caution because I guess they're doing work there. So we're getting ready to call the port captain and get permission to enter. Asking permission to enter your channel, headed to Marina, Chiapas. Copy, thank you so much. And can you let Marina, Chiapas know that we're on our way in? Thank you so much. It's really hard to hear accents on the radio, but I heard the welcome to Puerto Chiapas. There's the yellow. I don't know that we've ever seen a yellow one, but when we called Memo at the marina, he told us to keep the yellow one on your left-hand side. And we know that the red one always stays on our right. So you can see we are entering this channel right here. So we just follow the nav and fun stuff. Hopefully our engine doesn't die.
Good morning, everybody. I have my coffee right here, supporting the brotherhood there. We made it to Puerto Chiapas, Marina. We're in Marina, Chiapas, and this is the last port of call as we exit Mexico. We got in about 3 o'clock last night, and the crew here at the marina got us our slip and helped us tie lines, and then told the customs and immigration that we're here, and they said they'll be here about 6 o'clock. And I think they're late at this point, right?
Right there.
Oh, there they are, and they got the dog coming. Let's see. Right there with their puppy dog. I don't know. Everything's green. You can hear a bunch of tropical birds in the distance, and the marina's really nice. So, oops, sorry. Oh, there's your boob. And Pipes needs to go pee and poo again. Don't you peanut. That concludes this epic marathon edition of our show. Thank you for enduring our longest video to date. Hopefully, the laughs outweighed your attention span. In our next episode, we show you Marina, Chiapas and explore the state with new friends. Until then, let it all hang out.
Our Yeti.
Oh, geez. Couple coves north of, I gotta go get my Yeti. Hold on a second. Here.
How did it fall out?
I probably didn't have it tied off. I thought I did.
Can't let that go. Can't find another Yeti in Mexico. At least we know it floats. ¿Cuántos pesos?
What did you just do?
I flagged a panga down to take our trash. I'm a little buzzed. and I flashed my cash, and he was like, yeah.
Did you also flash your Buenos Noches?
No. I'll tell you why.